Today we're going to be taking a look at a Zoskay 35kg Servo, and that's coming up next year on Just CB Motors. Welcome back. First thing I want to do is I want to thank Zoskay for sending the Servo out to the channel for us to try out in our Axial Scx10 here. Now, originally I do already have one of these 35 kgs, and I got it in my Traxxas Stampede. And that thing has taken a beating in my Traxxas Stampede, and it's working great. So they asked if I wanted to try one out in my crawler, and I said, sure, go ahead and send one out and we'll test it out in the crawler. So what we're going to do is I'm going to install this. I'm not going to do it on this video. If you want to see an install video of this, go ahead to the link up above. Click on that and that'll show you how to install a servo in a Axial Scx10. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this apart and we're going to take a look at what's inside of it, and then I'm going to install it off camera, and then we're going to take it outside and we're going to run it over the woodpile out back, and then we're going to drive it in the pond and check out the waterproofness of it. Let's go ahead and take this apart and see how it's all sealed. You got 4 little screws here in each corner. We're just going to unthread those. I'll probably go ahead and speed it up so you guys don't have to watch me do this. Get the first screw out here, and you can see right there, there's an O-ring on it, so at least the screws have O-rings on them to seal them off. Now we can see right here that all 4 of these have got O-rings on them. Let's go ahead and take this apart. And as you can see right there, you got a orange ring going around right there. Wires coming out of the bottom, circuit board and everything. Go ahead, and we got the rubber gasket right there going around the wires. Go ahead and pull this top off, and you can see there's a rubber O-ring there too. And then we'll go ahead, get this top piece off. Now this one does have a lot of grease in it. I don't see an O-ring for that top gear anywhere down in there or on the shaft, but there is a lot of grease. So we'll find out if this thing's waterproof or not. We'll go ahead and throw it in and we'll test it out. A couple more things before I go ahead and install this. You saw that this was a Metal Gear servo. It's also a cordless digital servo, and it comes with a bunch of different plastic servo arms, but the one we're going to use is going to be this metal one. Now on this metal one, you can see a screw right there and a screw right there. Big tip right here. Put blue Loctite on those before you install it. That way those don't come out and loosen up on you while you're going down the trail and this thing pops off your servo. This is the servo I'm taking out, and this servo is a 20 kg Zoskay. And I'll tell you guys what, I've had this little servo for over a year. This was in my 2-wheel drive Arma Granite way back when I started my channel. Then it was in my Gravedigger Stampede. And then I took it out and put it in this one. The first servo, the factory one, died in my Axial. And I took this out my Gravedigger and put the 35 kg in my Gravedigger. And then I put this in. And you can see it's got sand from being at the beach on it. This thing has been through water, mud, snow. It's sand. It's been a great little servo for me. So I'm sure that one right there is going to be a great one too. Like I said, I got that one in my Stampede and I've never had an issue with it. Now before I button it all up and put the receiver top back on, just in case we have any issues, go ahead and turn the radio on. Turn the truck on. And let's test it. Oh yeah, that's got a bunch more torque. Let's go ahead and I'll grab the remote here. You can actually see the body over on the left. It's shaking the table so much it's moving that body. Oh yeah, this is going to work out real great. Let's go ahead and get it outside. Now we're out at the woodpile and we're going to test out the Zoskay 35 kg Servo. And that made easy work of that. Let's test one more thing out while we're over here. Now here I have all the weight set on the front tires. Let's see how much torque it has. As you can see, it can move all the weight with no problems at all. Let's move on to the water. Alright, now we're at the pond, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive this straight down into the water to get the servo covered up. I do got my onboard camera on this too, so you guys will get a picture of that. We're going to submerge it, and then we're going to move it around while it's in the water to see how it works. Let's go ahead and do this. Get it down in there. We got it completely submerged. You can see it rocking around. Onboard's got a good picture of it. Got a couple fish even coming up to look at it. Let's go ahead and back it on out of here. And you can see, still works with no problem. Let's get another angle of it. Okay, now we got an above view. I'm going to drive it right down like I did before. Get that servo completely submerged. Go ahead, you can see it waving down there. Back it up. Take it back down. Got it completely submerged. Moving them around. You can actually see some of the fish over there coming up to see what's going on. They're checking out the Zoskay and saying, yeah buddy, it works. Go ahead and back it on up out of here. There we go. We'll go ahead and do it one more time. See, it's working. Get it down in the water here. You got the motor, ECS, and everything in that time. Gonna back it up a little bit. There we go. Got it all swerving. Moving just fine. Now we're gonna go ahead and back it up before I get too deep in there and can't get it out. And there we go. Get it back on land and camera here. Absolutely no issues. This servo works great in water. Now we got it back inside. You can still see it's kind of wet. Got our good old 35 kg Zoskay Servo there. We're going to go ahead and plug the battery back in. Go ahead and turn the receiver on. Turn the truck on. And go ahead. Still works perfect even after all those dunkings in the water. This is a great servo. So far I've been very happy with it. So what I'm going to do is, as always, I'm going to leave a link down below to Amazon so you guys can go ahead and check this servo out. As far as I'm concerned, the bashing that it takes in my Gravedigger Stampede and what I just did out on the Woodpile, testing it out there and dunking it out in my pond, I'd say so far this is a great servo. I will keep you guys updated if I ever have any issues with it, but so far it is ran perfect. Well, that's all I got for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and we'll see you all on the next one.